going in like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read, a nigga hooked on phonics. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zoom, I'm gone. When the members on and get it going, Donkey Kong. They got the hand.
Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And just think about what his ceiling in the NFL could be, because when you go back to his one collegiate season as a starter, the full season, he went undefeated, didn't throw an interception, and ran for over 1,000 yards as well. When you see him hit the field, you see a possible superstar in the making.
Play action, now it's Lance. And he will slide down, but a penalty marker down. And this may be all for naught. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing his Lance on third down. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 11 carries, 64 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42. Throwing now is Lance. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Jones has it. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. To throw, it's Lance. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
A confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. That's caught by Rising. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Dobbins is in. Touchdown, Bengals. So important in this league to capitalize on the other team's mistakes. And here they force the turnover on the opening drive, then come right down and score.
And I would add that it's important to capitalize on other teams' mistakes early. That way, you build confidence for yourself and your team. You start playing a little more freely. And you let the other guys know we're prepared to play.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Bengals grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now Burrow on 1st down. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And Charles, he's a rookie. He's put it on the ground once. Maybe defensively now they're saying, okay, we can get this young buck to cough it up 2, 3 times. He's got to be careful here.
Yeah, they do tend to zero in on the young runners because once one comes out, as you noted, you think there's an opportunity for more. This is where you have to get with that guy and say, all right, they're going to come after you, but we believe in your talents. Take care of the football, and let's go.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. And Jones has it over the middle. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Lance looking to throw it. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Lance now to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And Sanders now to return. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Here we go. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can all... And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 69 yards. And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
21-0 our score after 1. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Lance. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Lance going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Now Sanders. Good blocking there, and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense.
It's really been a blistering start to the season for him so far. He's on pace to blow past 1,000 yards. The good receivers, it's interesting, though. You put extra coverage on them, they probably view that as a... That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bengals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. It's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away, but this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. From the 31, Lance.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
That's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Lance. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll give him 4 yards there, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Lance. He completes it to Jones. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Lance. And oh, he coughed it up, and the Bengals have recovered it.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Play action. It's Burrow out to his left. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
They go play action with Burrow. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals have taken a 5-touchdown lead. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I didn't expect this.
Well, I'm glad we're going with full transparency here because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half. But this has been total, utter domination.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist, you know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing, change things up a little bit, and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lance. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over here up near the 40.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, it might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they go play action now. Burrow. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Touchdown, Bengals. John Ross, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the 30 on second down, Lance completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Lance now on first down. Man open, here is Jones. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first and 10, here's Lance. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Lance again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Lance completes it to Samuel. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Gano's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. A maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least they have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
Taken at the goal line. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman, well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They're on top here as they've got the football 1st and 10, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Another run here with Dobbins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Here's A.J. Cole now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From midfield, here's Lance. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. Down to about the 22 here. Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one.
45, white.
It's got to be a long day. It's got to be a long day.
Let's go.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Lance. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's caught by Aguilar. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down. They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to him.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the gun on third down, Lance. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Gano's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh, my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them that allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, even with a huge lead, he was looking for more points. Wanted the deep shot downfield. That one goes incomplete. Obviously, he wants to put more points on the board.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And taken right at the 35. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They're the 49ers getting set to trot out there.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. On play action, Lance.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Lance. Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Lance. And he lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And the return will stop right around the 25.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Burrow on play action. Rolling to his right.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bengals are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 2nd and inches, Lance. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Here we go, set, 45, wide.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. High 42, high 42.
Ready, go.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. We'll get this up to about the 44.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Lance now on first down.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
3 yards remain for second down. Shotgun now for Lance. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose, and the Bengals grab it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From midfield now, Burrow. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he's going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Cincinnati, they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.